Welcome back to Takeout. A man who needs no introduction, Scott MacFarlane, our justice correspondent. Let's talk about the president's, and this is a fair word, obsession. He's just made it clear that he is going to try to break the back of Senate Republicans over this so-called Save America Act, even though the votes aren't there and Senate Republican leadership keeps telling the White House the votes aren't there. Pick it up from there, Scott.
It's an onerous bill. That's why it's not going to get the Democratic support it needs.
Senator Fetterman, who's inclined to support half of it, just sat here this afternoon and said, I can't do the transgender and other things. They're just politicizing it all.
It prescribes way too much, especially for elections that are locally run and regulated by states. So put aside the reality, that bill's not going to happen. I think what critics of the president have been trying to argue as this vote approaches in the Senate is just having the debate, talking about the Save America Act could have an impact on post-election challenge seating, planning those seats now by calling into question the results in advance by saying you didn't pass that Save America Act, so we can't trust the results.
But you know, when I do, because there are academic studies and there's even a Heritage Foundation study that illustrates how rare non-citizen voting in federal election is. Infinitesimally small.
That hasn't stopped, I think, this ongoing argument, and it is a kinetic ongoing argument, that voter fraud is not only happening, but poised to happen this year. And that's the relevant part, right? Is it poised to happen this year? That makes it easier to foment those post-election challenges, which were not well fomented in 2020.
Right. And yet, we're still going back to 2020, new jurisdiction, Arizona.
Maricopa County is the latest to go under scrutiny. This is a little bit different. What has happened here is the feds have subpoenaed the state's own audit, the Republican-led audit from Arizona.
Right.
So not so much the voting ballots, not so much the election paperwork, but the audit of the paperwork. I think they're ringing a bell that can't be unrung. It does sow seeds of doubt, whether justified or not.
An audit overseen by conservative Republicans in Maricopa County.
As we close here, let me just mention one thing. The Democratic National Committee is trying to push back on this. They have sued under the Freedom of Information Act for all the records the Trump administration may or may not have about deploying ICE agents to the polls in not just Arizona and Fulton County, Georgia, but across the country. It's a tough FOIA, but they're asking for it.
30 seconds. January 6th plaque. Catch my audience up on that.
It's up finally. It was done over the weekend to the surprise of the police, but they're still suing to move it. It's kind of hidden in a basement, and the police say that doesn't follow the law.
And it was put up this weekend at 4 in the morning?
That's when the laborers tend to do their work, but the police don't like being caught flat-footed.
No, indeed, they're not. Scott MacFarlane, always a pleasure. Thank you for being here, sir.